Alright, guys, so today we're going to be talking about this James Charles, Charlie D'Amelio, and Trisha Paytas situation. Alright, so if you guys don't know, Charlie D'Amelio went on the cooking YouTube channel and said, basically, it would be great if she got 100 million followers on TikTok the same year she started doing this. After that, James Charles reposted it and basically called her ungrateful, and because of that, fans started attacking her, sending death threats over the situation. Which, by the way, that's so dumb. It's so dumb, but whatever. Okay, so after that, she's trending, whatever. James Charles then defends her on Twitter or whatever from the incident that he started. Okay, honestly, it annoyed me. I thought it was funny, to be honest with you. That he wants to play the hero after starting this shitstorm, but whatever. Alright, so, then out of nowhere, Trisha Paytas, she comes around and calls James Charles out and basically says that he's doing to Charlie D'Amelio and what, Tati did to him by being a predator to Charlie, and that both of their parents failed them by becoming a victim to such people. And, then James Charles clapped back on TikTok and he basically said, well, you're problematic, so shut up. And for some dumbass reason, like, I get the fact that her older sister, she wants to defend her, but we're the same age. I understand, but it was still dumb. But she was dancing to basically Trisha Paytas saying the N word. And then Trisha clapped back by showing a video of James Charles saying the N word and the D'Amelio girls mouthing the N word. So, in my opinion, Trisha Paytas won. She won the boy. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care if she is problematic. She won, okay? Because y'all can't be out here pulling out the N-word card. Because, again, what Trisha Paytas said about James Charles was 100% facts. Everything was true. I 100% agree with her situation, with her statement. All right? Because Charlie, she just turned 16 years old. And the fact that she's hanging out with James Charles, I believe he's 20, 21 right now. The fact that she's hanging out with this guy so often, in my opinion, is it's a bad look from the outside looking in. Because despite whatever she thinks, it's very obvious that he's using her, just like how Jeffree Star and Tati's using him. Because let's be real here, if Charlie wasn't like the biggest TikToker, on that platform, he would not give a rat's ass about that girl. Okay, so he's using her. That's it. He's basically just attaching his brand onto the next generation, the 14-year-olds, because he realizes he's not the golden boy anymore. His audience is growing up. So yeah. Not only that, but shame on the parents. Shame on the parents for even allowing this situation to happen. And I don't even mean by her hanging out with him, but I mean for the entire situation, right? She should have not gone on that camera crying on live. That was not the smart thing to do. Let alone, like, I know they cannot control what the older sister did, but still. The older sister, she went and did that dumb video dancing to that TikTok song of Trisha Paytas saying the N-word. It was just so dumb. Alright, it was another dumb move. I don't understand how the parents are even okay with this. I don't know. Do the parents even have control anymore? That's how I feel. I feel like the parents, maybe they just don't have any control, or they're just completely ignoring what their parents are saying at this point, because they should not be making this many dumb moves. I feel like at this point, these girls, they're probably listening more to James Charles and the parents, because you can't tell me that she decided to go dance on TikTok because her, parents gave her advice. So, back to James and Jeffree. James is turning into Jeffree Star because he's starting situations and then ending it, trying to make it seem as if he's sort of the good guy in the situation. Because, let's not forget, before Jeffree, he basically started the whole entire Tati Westbrook situation by convincing her to even make a video and uploading it. And, then Jeffree ended by putting a video up saying that he's basically above it. saying, I'm done with the drama, whatever. So, and James, he's basically doing the same thing. James Charles literally started the situation for no reason. He knew it would get backlash. Don't tell me he did it. He could have literally just DM'd this homegirl. Right? He could have DM'd this little girl or whatever. Like, look, if that's your friend, friends don't do that, okay? So yeah, he started it, and then he wanted to seem like a good guy by defending her. Fuck out of here, okay? Now, regarding the whole predatory comment, somebody who's over the age of 18, I'm over 18, by the way, I'm 19 years old. But, I talk to people that are like, 15, 16, so around Charlie's age. And I understand, once you turn 18, it's a very odd time of your life because your age arena is very small. It's typically between the ages of 16 to 20 years old that you can really relate to people because, you can't drink or smoke. And I feel like you're more closer to high school than college kind of people. So I understand how he ended up in this situation. I honestly feel like he just wanted to become a mentor because he also got into this situation at a very young age, and he probably feels like, I want to be that person to help somebody out because, when I was it's basically like what Justin Bieber is to Billie Eilish, He just wants to make sure that this whole fame stuff doesn't ruin them. I understand. But he also has to understand the outside looking in. Despite the fact that James Charles is gay, he's still a man. And so it just looks worse. Because, again, Tati Westbrook, James Charles, it's really the same situation. In fact, it's even worse because Tati was grown. James Charles is only like a few years older than Charlie, but Tati was like a grown woman hanging out with this 16-year-old boy at the time, James Charles. But it's worse for James because, again, he's a guy and it's obvious he's using her. What we just gotta accept the fact that double standards exist. Alright, so James, you gotta find people your own age, man. I understand that you want to be a big brother or mentor, but once again, I have to go back to the parents and ask, how are you guys okay with this? Because this is the same situation of James' parents. Their situation where they were stuck in, specifically the mom. I know people were going hard on this mom regarding the whole Tati Westbrook situation, and I'm not saying that the mom deserved it, because I think that they sent her death threats or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like we gotta ask these people questions. We gotta hold some of these parents accountable, because just because somebody's famous doesn't mean that they should automatically have access to your kids. All right, now I'm not saying to be a helicopter parent, not at all, but you have to understand that these strangers, which is what what James Charles is, he's a stranger. To me, he's a snake, a leech, just like Jeffree. But yeah, these strangers, all they want to do is just use these girls. They want to manipulate them, and basically they want what they have and more. All right, and people like Trisha Paytas are a good example of people who just don't care. And I don't think that James Charles is any better than Trisha Paytas, in my opinion. All right, these people both are racist. They're both just asshole people. If you're at the top, most of the time, not even at the top, if you're just famous and you got like a cult following, stuff like that, at a very short time period, 9 times out of 10, you're probably an asshole. That's just my opinion. I've never really heard of people who have had organic growth to the top being an asshole. So, yeah. But yeah, man. People like Trisha Paytas and James Charles, they're both trash. Alright? The best solution for both of those sisters and the parents, tell them stay as far away as you can from them people. Those people are not your friends. They do not care about y'all. I promise you, 2-3 years down the line, they don't care. Because y'all ain't gonna be famous around that time. Maybe. I could be wrong. But they don't care about y'all. Okay? So stay away from those people. Those people want nothing more than to leech off of you guys. Because again, if you guys were not the biggest creators on TikTok right now, they would not give a fuck about y'all. Alright, so that's all I have to say about the situation. What do you guys think, though? Do you guys think that Trisha Paytas won the war? I doubt the situation is over, but I think it is. I think she won. And I also think that she was right. But also, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that Trisha Paytas is a great person, whatever. No. It just means that she was right regarding this specific situation. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that James Charles is you think that he's in the right, he defended them, that he should hang out with them and continue doing what he's doing? Or do you think that these D'Amelio Armadillo sisters should, take this as a chance to just run? I would run. But I want to hear you guys' opinions down below. So if you like what I had to say, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. That's all I have to say. Hope you guys have an amazing day or night. Bye.